Sir, just on the PSG first. Sir, yesterday during your press briefing, you said about the PSG, haharap po ba sila sa mga investigasyon? Syempre po, wala po tayong tinatago. Then hours later, the President orders the PSG not to participate in a Senate hearing on this matter. So, sir, is the President hiding something? And why not be transparent to the public through a Senate hearing?
The President invoked executive privilege, which is in the Constitution, in prohibiting yung PSG po in appearing sa Senado. Pero marami pa pong investigasyon dyan, NBI, FDA, AFP, no? Well, gaya nga po ng sinabi ko kanina, handa pong humarap si General Durante dun sa AFP, pero kinancel naman ang hearing. So yung mga hearings ng ehekutibo can continue, and of course we expect the PSG to appear and cooperate.
So, sir, the President will explicitly order the PSG to cooperate with executive agencies who are going to investigate their vaccination.
He does not have to. Kinailangan lang niya na i-articulate na he's invoking executive privilege in forbidding them from appearing in the Senate.
Yes, sir, the Senate hearing, but I'm talking about the executive agencies' probes. Will he actually also order them explicitly to participate in those probes for the sake of transparency?
He does not have to. We all belong in the executive branch of government. As I said,
so they will.
It will
they
now
will participate in those probes.
I think they will, because there is no order from the President not to participate.
All right. Sige, sir. Sir, moving on to the President sounded frustrated also about Pfizer being the only firm to apply for an EUA. Sir, how will the government make sure that more pharmaceutical companies apply for EUA?
I actually clarified this with Yusek Domingo, and an alternative would be with the procuring entity to apply for the EUA, because under the FDA rules, it's either the manufacturer or the procuring entity, the DOH in this instance. In which case, if the DOH will apply, then we would need the assistance of our diplomatic missions in the place where they're manufactured to present or to procure the necessary documents and data that will be required by the FDA.
So, sir, do we have a timeline on which pharmaceutical firms we will expect to have an application for an EUA in the coming days?
Right now, we're expecting in a day or two, I believe, another Western company to apply for an EUA. Let's hope that they will, because that's the declaration of Yusek Domingo himself and Secretary Galvez. As to the rest, I have made a suggestion that the procuring entity should take steps to apply for the EUA itself, so that the others can already export their vaccines and we can use them here with an EUA. You have to understand that there's probably 100+ countries right now, and in all these jurisdictions, you are probably required to apply an EUA, and I see no reason why they should in fact prioritize the Philippines. Now, that's why there is that provision in the FDA law which allows the procuring entity itself to apply for the EUA.
Sir, lastly, the President yesterday said that the PSG should be considered an exception to the list, yung priority list for vaccines, because their job description daw requires them to mingle with the crowd, etc. But sir, how about, sir, the health workers? I mean, don't they actually merit more of an exception, because they actually face COVID-19 every day? It's their job to be on the front lines in the health sector. So sir, how about this? Like, what is the President's priorities? Is it for the health workers or for his PSG? And will the President, I don't know, find a way to make sure that the vaccines get to the health workers first and not necessarily his PSG first?
Pia, your question is misleading, because the vaccine used on the PSG was not paid for by using public coffers. If public coffers are used, then the priority, as we have spelled out, will be implemented. First priority will be medical frontliners. So nothing has changed. The list of priorities remain, but I add that the men in uniform from the police and the armed forces also form part of the first list of priorities.
Will the President ask for a special permit from FDA for health workers, even a small group, like maybe identify the most vulnerable health workers?
I don't think it's necessary, because we're taking steps to ensure that the vaccine will come very soon.
Okay. Thank you, sir.